Good morning everyone, it's Marta here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's always great to be back. The best moment of the day, of the week, is when I can record. The better than the best is when I can upload my video and see that you love it and enjoy it. So I'm back to my studio. I couldn't wait till the evening, so I'm recording daytime. It's 12. I'm recording daytime because I was so extremely excited about this whole subject, and I had this video in my mind for quite some time, but I didn't want to make another similar videos that is out there, and I wanted to make it my way, Marta's way. So I decided to make some tests today. And why? Plenty of you do ask me questions, and they are repetitive, so it's hard for me to answer all of the comments and questions when they are so alike. I do my best, but then sometimes I figure it's easier to make a video, so then I can always refer to that video. And this is exactly the purpose of this video. Not that we're gonna only test the white gesso and the black gesso and no gesso, but we're gonna add a watercolor paper, and we will just do, you know, random trials of different products that I found in my studio. I'm sure plenty of you have those products, at least half of it, 1/3 part. You definitely have gesso, you definitely have gesso, so you can see the difference. I hope it will give us some answers, it will give us some awesome info, and most definitely it will be helpful. So I'm looking forward doing those tests now with you. We have plenty on the table, so let's do it. Let's enjoy it, and let's grab the tools and move on. Thank you. So let's put our products on the side. That way it will be easier to maneuverate and to do those tests. I have prepared beforehand, I have prepared my pages. So this one is with the white gesso, this one is with black gesso, and I was thinking that it's actually too much on my table. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have those, put them next to each other, so it will just be kind of easier to see. Let me check that. So we have it. I cut it in half, those pages, because it was just too much space, and we have more, we need more lines because we have plenty products to try. So as you can see, I have two sets, and this is white gesso, no gesso, black gesso, as here. You can even see the color difference already when you see that there's gesso. It's more yellowish than this white with no gesso. That's the first kind of difference. So let's move and let's start test some basic products. Probably the first thing that we will be testing or using, the most common, would be a spray, and I have Lindy Stamp Gang spray here. I will use I'm gonna write it down actually 2 seconds beforehand, because then I will not remember. Spray, okay. So this is this. Obviously black in comparison, it's not, and I have watercolor here as well. Obviously black is not like the bigger comparison is between those two, because the big question is, use it gesso or not use or not use. Black, it's only for you to see how the product looks like, really, because you would have to compare black gesso with just other, let's say with just other black gessos. So I'm only showing you so you see when it's dry and all. What will happen if we do like this? Now this is brighter for some reason, this is darker, and it's already, when I'm rubbing it, it rubs off the paper. Here it doesn't. You see, you can move. So this soaks in straight away. It's soaked in the color. I'm not gonna do much with the black one because I just want to keep it as it is. As you can see, it's lovely shiny effect on the black one. And the watercolor, again, it soaks in the color straight away. And it's darker, same here, same with Gesso. Do you know something? Maybe just to make the test more real, I'll take a different color of spray. I have a turquoise. You know, sometimes it may happen that different colors could be just different. So let's do the turquoise color. I'm trying to put equal amount of product on the surface, so to be, you know, fair in the test. Okay. And what this tells us. I'm gonna take a wipe as well, and I'm gonna remove the color slightly. So again, we can smudge here when the gesso is on, and not much. Can you see? We cannot smudge as much. Here with the black we can do it as well, but again, take that just for you to see how the black looks, and that, you know, it's different look on the black one. Same here, we cannot really smudge much now, and it's actually destroying ripping off the paper a little bit. And if you come back with the wipe, let's say, you can wipe off nearly and work around here. No, you can wipe off, you can smudge it more, but you still see this line that it stays here. So we have done the sprays. What will happen when we use magicals? Let's take a little bit of powder on top of, I'm gonna use a different color. So let's do mica powder first, because this is turquoise. So I do mica powder first. Put it here, put it there, and this is a pigment. Mica powder is a pigment that you can mix with paints, as well, but mix with gessos and water and with gel mediums to create your own paste. You can mix it with modeling paste. So this is the pigment that we have now, and let's spray water and let's see what will happen. Oh, this is nicely dissolving here. It's dissolving here as well. Okay, now we should maybe move that and see. Again, it's a better movement I get. Well, here on the watercolor it's nice. See, like this stayed here, the line, which here it's easier to work. Again, the paper is ripping off a little bit, which I don't like. On the black one it works fine. You can smudge it and it's nice. On no gesso surface, you can smudge it. You can. I see that you can. It doesn't stay. Maybe it didn't soak in straight away. And here you can make movement easily as well. It's brighter. I feel that everything is kind of brighter here on the white gesso. With no gesso, it's more of a color, but it's harder to work so far, I feel. Let's see the magicals. Let's see how the magicals are gonna be. I just, you know, just quickly spray mica. Magicals. Okay, because then I forget. So a little bit of pigment in here, a little of pigment in here, and again, magicals are like mica powder, but they're different. The mixture is different, but you can do very similar things. You can mix it with pastes, with paints, with gessos, with water, create your sprays, whatever you feel like. But the result with water is different. It's different to mica powders. You will see yourself. So I have, there we go, and you can see how beautifully this moves here on white gesso, and how intense it is. I'm gonna just clean this before it will go too far. Okay, and now no gesso. Okay, different color effect on the black one because it's black. What can we say? What can I say? Let's see. The movement of color on white gesso is good. No gesso so far, good as well. I don't see the difference. Black I leave as it is, but it's nice. It works great. And the watercolor, not so great here. Not so great. I feel it's less of, well, it moves, but it needed more water maybe. What will happen if I will wash off, look at that, what if I will completely dry my colors now, completely, and try to move the color, and I will show you, and we will see. Okay, it's nearly dry. No. Let's see what will happen now when everything is dry. We have pigment on the surface, but we wish to do more. So here, when the white gesso is, the colors keep on moving. Here, not so. It does, but less. Same here. Barely moves now, barely moves, so whatever soaks in. So now, as you can see, I repeat the process, it barely moves here. Okay, it moves, both moves, but better this, less this. Even worse on watercolor. Does it make sense? I know the differences are very small, but sometimes you do ask me for those little differences. What's the difference? And it's hard to describe in words, especially when you're not speaking English, and it's hard to explain the move or the color and the consistency or the texture or the vibrancy of the color. So this kind of tests maybe will show you more. I will take that excess of water now. So really, again, now looking at those two, this is brighter looking, all four colors. This is more pigment. So because we are able to move the color pigment more, obviously it whitens, and the white gesso probably is kind of somehow interfering in the color, so it brightens up, but you can work around faster and better and longer, which here, when there's no gesso, sometimes the movement is not possible, it soaks in quickly, and yeah, that's how I see it. So I'm gonna move on to what is next. We have barely space left, but I need to clean and dry the rest as well. No wonder my Lucas is asking, what are you doing with the paper? Or the wipes? Where are all the wipes? Where are all the wipes? Like, I don't know. Emily used them. So, after drying now, well, drying, you know what I mean. There's nearly no pigment left, which means that this, you can pick out whatever it says, more color off from the surface because the gesso was there, and things soaks in here and stays in more. So let's this is wet. I should dry it a little bit before I add any other color to make it better. Okay, this is fairly dry. Another thing we could use could be, let's see, we have some acrylic paint and this one is yellow. And let's see. And I will take a brush, and I feel it's a bit too much. Okay, it goes fairly similar. Fairly similar. What will happen now? Can we do anything here? We can. Can we do anything here? We can. We can. So I would say, again, it's washing off more, and the paint doesn't soak in. So if we do this, look, if we do this, it's a clear difference. So the gesso, you can nearly wash off from gesso, I could say. This is it. So will I do on the black one? I don't think it's a much of a difference. Okay, and let's see. Black is black, so obviously it will change your color. And here the watercolor paper. Yes, you can move on your color. And on watercolor paper, you can as well. What will happen if we wash off? You can wash off from, you can't. So the gesso, the primer, in both cases, whether it's white or black, it will prime your page, and sometimes it's possible to wash off and clean even the mistakes. I should use the other set because this one is done. I'm gonna just put that and clean this just tiny bit. Again, as you can see, the difference is very small because the products are very similar to each other, so the difference can be very small. Okay, so to kind of make a final talk about this, the white gesso side, the pigment is less visible because I tried to show you that you can pick up color from, and you can work more and maneuverate the color while it's wet or even after when it's dry. With no gesso, it's very hard because it soaks into the page. Even better is here, kind of, because the fact that the paper is watercolor, sometimes it will allow you to better movement, and watercolor products will work better here. And on no gesso, either it's a watercolor product or others, they will not work that well. Of course you can use papers with no gesso, of course you can color it and paint it, and there's no problem whatsoever. But if you wish to kind of try to work with the color more and experiment with the shading and mix different materials together, preparing your page could be crucial. Now, I have an idea. Before I move on to other products, what I came up with, I will basically create now two backgrounds. One will, and they be all the same, but one will be gessoed, one will not. And I will try to color it the same way. So it's like a quick project where you will see that how it will be when it's gonna be gessoed and how it's gonna be when it's not gessoed. How is that? I think this could be interesting. Maybe I'm wrong and maybe it will be all same and maybe this whole test will just prove it that, come on, no need for gesso, or the whole test will say, of course you need gesso, of course. So we see, basically, we will see. We will see. I'm trying to be fairly equal in it. That's it. Because I think that test is test, that's fine. But then let's see in the real world, as they say, in the reality, how things are when there is a real project in place. And I remember on my classes once, my great friend, one of my students, she was struggling with color, and she called me, so I came to help. And we were doing color journal pages using sprays, and she had everything in place and all, and she was following everything, and somehow the color was not kind of coming together. It was just not working. So when I arrived and when I was doing when I was trying to help and fix it and maybe see, it was not working for me either. And I'm like, what is wrong? What is wrong? And it took me maybe a minute or more, I don't really remember now, but it took me quite some time to ask her, is there gesso? Did you prime your page? And there she goes, I didn't. So this was a crucial thing, because it really, at least in that particular project, it really made the process nearly impossible to do, because it just wasn't working. It wasn't working the way it's supposed to. The color was soaking into the page. There was no movement. So yes, that's why I'm doing this test. Maybe, as I said, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe the difference will be very small. But we shall see. It's interesting always to make tests like that for yourself as well, I think. And I will add some, this time, transparent gesso. I will add some transparent gesso because I don't want the page to look any different because when we add white gesso, obviously it will change the look of it a little bit because it's white. So I want to make sure that both of them are, after drying here, are looking same way. So I'm adding in transparent gesso. I'm curious myself very much. What's the difference really? Will there be a difference? Or is it just a silly talk? Use gesso, prime your page, use gesso. We shall see. We shall see. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave that away, put that away for drying, and we will go back to our test and we will do the other products, more of a markers and stuff. There we go. Okay, let's start with Distress Paint from Tim Holtz. Let's start there. Now, I love this color. I'll tell you because you always ask me. It's Abandoned Coral. I love this color. I'm gonna go second layer now. And I will add some water and see. Now, can you see? Probably not much different, isn't it? Let's go with the second go of water and see. Can we move more? When it's dry, more water, more water, more water, and more water. So, similar situation. We are more able to dissolve those rather than that. when there is no gesso. Black is black. Watercolor works nice as well. Yeah, I like the watercolor as well. You are able to move on more, move here more. I'm gonna clean a little bit here, and I'm gonna clean a little bit here, and here, and here. So I was able to pick up a little color from here, no pick up from here, pick up from here, no pick up. So again, the prep pages, you can lift the color more than when there's no when there is no preparation. Where's my writing tool? And this is distress paint. I write it down, distress paint. Perfecto. Let's move on to the next one. Let's do gelatos. Gelatos, those are little stick pigment in a stick, like a cream, like they're from Faber-Castell. These are like a lipstick kind of thing, but it's a pigment. You can again do so much with them. Use them for coloring, cut it, mix it with paints, mix it with pastes, especially gessos, even water, and make a spray. So let's move on and let's do some test, guys. I'm trying to leave fairly same amount of product on each page. Okay, now there we go. Looks similar to me. Oh, this is kind of the less, kind of leaves more of the maybe not. Oh, I don't know. The difference is such a small that it's barely visible. But let's see if we add some water here and here. You can move here, no problem. Same here. We need some more water. Okay, so we can see this line, the very first line, which it was hard to clear off and make the no difference, like there's a visible bit, no visible bit, a little bit. You can see the very first go. Can you see? Which here, no, you can wash off. This was metallic color. Let's do the ordinary color. Okay, I'll leave here. No, there's gesso. No gesso. Black gesso. Watercolor. Okay, now first impression, the worst is watercolor for gelato in this case. I barely could move. It's easier to smudge, it's smoother, it seems to be smoother here. The effects are quite similar, but it's harder to smooth it here. It did smooth nicely, but I don't know, but it's similar. Here, similar. The worst effect, watercolor. Let's go with the brush. Okay. Let's go with the brush here. You see? It leaves this more, the very first pigment, it's more visible. Here as well you can wash off everything, make this very equal looking. Here, no, you can see the original one as well. Maybe not enough water. Let me be more precise here. Well, you can see the very first go. Here and here. Especially after drying. Let's see. When I do this. Yeah. See? You can... The product, the very first go didn't move that much. Same here. So in those two cases, the prep pages wins kind of. What's next that we haven't tried? I have distressed crayon, and I have oil pastel. So we have gesso and oil pastel and distressed crayon. So let's see. We have, sorry, what did I say? So we have the gelatos. We're gonna do the oil pastels and distressed crayons, and we will do maybe as well nail colors. I'm gonna swap the color maybe from those for a different one, maybe the purple one. Okay, let's do for the, I'm gonna try to squeeze them in one, and so I'm gonna be very precise here, very tiny. Okay, so this is oil pastel from Prima. Oil pastel from Prima. My little finger. Okay, that's nice. Nice here as well. Nice here as well. Not too bad, not too bad. The feeling is not too bad. Let's go with a brush and water. I will grab my brush with water inside. If I find it, I'll have it. So it's nicely, we can nicely move on the gesso, no problem. No gesso. It moves nicely. Very, very nice. And this one is, let me repeat, oil pastel from Prima. And here it's moving. I don't think I have enough water. Let me squeeze. Oh yeah, it moves of course nicely on gesso, and here it moves as well. Nice, nice surprise, very nice. I love it. I love the oil pastel effect. Is very, very good. So this one is here. Let's do the distress crayon from Tim Holtz. I'm really curious how this will be. Because gelatos, oil pastels and neocolors, they kind of jump into very similar section of a type of product. So I do wonder how they are in comparison. Do we have enough everywhere? I want to be fair and square here. We do. I believe we do. So first we're gonna smudge it. I'm using my tiny finger. Oh, it's smudging nicely on gesso. Not so nice on no gesso. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Good on black gesso. And bad, not, well, worse to the prep pages. It's not too bad. No, it's not too bad. Let me be fair. It's not too bad. Okay, let's do the water now. Okay, it's nice. It leaves the darker. Am I able to move it? I am. More of a movement than I am. Okay. I need more water. Yeah. Okay, it's not too bad. Oh, terrible here on watercolor. Terrible. Not nice. Okay. Lastly, in this section we have Neo colors too. I love this product a lot. Very high in pigment. So let's, I think I have not much here. Let's move it with my finger. Nice. Nice. This test is very funny, isn't it? Not too bad. Well, probably if I go around more, I can't. If I want to go more around, can I? I can. It smudges more. Not much here. So yes, I should even touch more. So the first smudge was not too bad everywhere. The second smudge, it doesn't go much. So it leaves this line. It leaves, oh here, I didn't do. it smudges nicely, but certainly it leaves the line here, and we are more able to move and do some smudging when the gesso is there. Here, not much. Let's see the water, the part with the water. Okay, let me clean my brush. Okay, so here it is. Beautiful pigment, really nice pigment, and you can move it all around everywhere. Here, straight away you can see that it's harder to move the line, but it's possible. Look, it moved, and the line, well, no, it's not bad. The effect is not as nice, I think. And now on the black gesso, it moves. It moves, of course, because it's primed, so it's nice. I wonder here on the watercolor, I'm trying to clean the brush in the meantime. On the watercolor, can you see? You can. So it's nice as well. Not as nice. The best would be with gesso. The way I look even on those, on this, you know, the way that the product, just because it dissolved, it doesn't mean that it's pretty looking, because I feel that the nicest looking of all of them, if you really look on those brush strokes and mixes and blah blah blah, whatever I did here, the nicest look of them all, how the color act, if that's even a word, how the color act, yes, how the color is acting for you, and the nicest is on the gesso. I do have to say that it dissolved here, it's nice, but the effect that I love the most, like a cloudy effect, is here. You can do more when the gesso is on. You can do less when there is no gesso. It's harder to work, how to mix and the color, harder to blend in, and you have to push it and all, and the paper can tear a little. Black gesso, there's no comparison really here. You can see that you can use, of course, those colors, and sometimes they're more visible, less visible. You can use it, it's a great primer, and you can try and experiment. Watercolor, it's not too bad, but I would say it looks even in moments worse than no gesso, ordinary cardstock, you know, because the watercolor paper has this, at least my one has this kind of pattern, and this pattern is more visible here even. So if I would go and number it, then I would go white gesso, no gesso, watercolor, a third one. This is no competition here because it's different. So that's how kind of I see it. Let's go back to those first goes. Do I have same feeling? I think I do. Again, you cannot see the line that's here. Even the spray shows it clearly. You can dissolve so much, which here the paper took a lot of the pigment. It shines lovely on the black. When you have some metallic or starburst, you know, the mica that it has this beautiful shiny glitter in, it shows gorgeous on black, so that's nice. The watercolor was the worst in this case. It soaks in so much water and it just didn't move. The magicals were nice here, but certainly white gesso again will win here. It's not bad, I must say it's not bad, but this is very disappointing. This the sprays on no gesso, they just don't look good. That's it. So if I could suggest, can I suggest? Oh my god, I don't want to kind of suggest, say what's worse, what's better. So that's why I'm choosing. I choose so many different products, so you can see, because it's hard to say what's worse, what's better. I'm gonna write down names here, but we forgot. We have to finish those two and see. I'm gonna dry that because it's still wet. I'm gonna dry that no gesso, and we will do a quick, super quick tags. That's gonna be interesting. I was actually trying to write it down things on my things, and just so you know, it's so hard to write it down on gelatos. So you see, very hard to write it down. What about here? Same here. This is what? This is Emily's pen. It's gel pen, I think, gelatos. So there was gesso here, so you can see those lines, but where the color pigment was, it's hard to look at that. It's very hard. What about if I use different? Let's see. Let's test this way. This is what? This is white one. This is Japan jelly roll. Sakura jelly roll. Distress paint. Distress. Gelatos. Gelatos. Am I wrong? I'm not a coloring person. Gelatos again. They don't go nicely. What about this one? Sharpie, my first love white marker. How this will be. Oops. This dress. Gelatos. Yay! There we go. Gelatos. We can do that. So, this is winning Sharpie. Big time. It wins big time. This was Neo Color. Neo Color. This was Tim Holtz Distress crayon. And this was the which oh, the oil pastel. Okay, nice one. Gelatos. Nice one. So this is winning, but what about this one? Let's try it. This is Uniball. This is some jelly pen as well. Let's see. Oh, Distress. Okay, it works. Gelatos. Not bad. Half. So it's nice. Not too bad. Gelatos. Okay. Tim Holtz. Half done, half not. So I would say go for Sharpie. This will go on nearly everything, looks like it. Go for Sharpie. If you can't find Sharpie in your local store, this one is not bad. Uniball, white, Signo, Broad, whatever that brand is, which is the brand here. Signo, Uniball. So this is it. And I have white Posca. Posca will probably work. I'm guessing it will. But I have the very thick one. So yeah, this will work on everything. Okay. Okay, white Posca, it works. It works on all the surface as well. Oops, and this is Uniposca white, bullet shaped. What else I can tell you? Nothing is written here. Anyway, yeah, this is good. Those two markers are my favorite. I rebuy them all the time and use them all the time. So we have done our test and we should finish off this too. Let me dry it. I didn't dry it in between because I started to writing down those. So I'm gonna dry that. Okay, so I have this dry. I'm gonna put that away and we will do a very quick comparison, very quick. Will they be projects? I don't know, but we certainly try to do it so that you can see. This should be washed. So I'm gonna do it certainly to prove, to show, just to compare so you can see. I'm starting same way, which means I'm gonna start with adding a little bit of water, and I will add a little bit of spray here, the Lindy sprays. Now we can straight away see something. This was not prepped, and this is plasticish because it's packaging. So when it's not prepped, it doesn't hold the pigment, doesn't hold the medium, the water, the color, whatever. It does not hold. Can you see? It just doesn't. This is just the ordinary cardstock, not cardstock, book pages and washi masking tape. So this soaked in straight away the pigment and it's there and it's fine. But this, not prepped, it didn't. Can you see how nicely here? So that's a huge difference now, because not always we use products, craft products like proper pages or proper paper, proper canvas. Sometimes we use packaging, sometimes we use recycled things. So gesso will be very, very handy here, because it will allow us to color your project and bring and stick on the hold on the pigment. So let's move on to the next color, let's say, and I will experiment here a little bit, and I will just add tiny bits of color around my masking tape. Just a little bit. Oops, not on the table maybe. Okay, let's move on here as well. I'm trying to be kind of equal, so this would give us some sort of answers. Now, what will happen when we spray it and we want this to be more smudged or nice? I'm spraying here on the water. This is water, although it's my favorite of all hair conditioner, but it's finished. So it's a huge bottle for water, and I have two now. This is what I was using for the past months, and this one it's finished, so I could refill it. Sorry for silly talk. Now, and let's see what happens here. So let's move. Doesn't move much. It moves much more. Let's see. I'm over spraying, of course. Same here. I'm gonna overspray. But you can clearly see now. I'm gonna swap this way. You can clearly see the difference. I hope you can see it, because I do see it. It depends what look you like. It depends what effect you wish to achieve at the end of the day. But here I can clearly see that this prepped page, it allowed us to have a beautiful mix of colors without having those lines in between, and just it blends in so beautifully, which here you can still distinct two different colors, and you can see the packaging, and you can see the little splashes that they didn't dissolve properly, and the pigment here, when we were spraying, it didn't move, it didn't run down, because it's soaked into the paper big time. So this is the difference. What can I do more? I should maybe, what can I do? I should try it, or I experiment now, and I'll just add this distressed pigment here and see what will happen. Okay, and I will spray both. So far so good, looks very similar to me. It does look similar. I am gonna just gently take out the pigment, just gently, same here, and spray it again. Move, move. Okay, I'm not sure if this was more water or whatever. This looks better to me than that. Why is that? I'm not sure. Oops. This is all wet. Okay. Now. Maybe it was less pigment, I don't know. Again, the color did not stay on the package here. It blended in better here. It blended in even kind of more and nicer within what was already there, which here we have it very much of what's the word, of blob of color, kind of more. And again, those are very little teensy differences, because they are very small differences. So I'm just trying to kind of show you the very teeny difference. So I'm gonna clean that, dry that a little bit now. So this paper soaks in the color and it's nice orange, which here it's nearly washed off because of the prep gesso before. I'm gonna add that and dry actually, because we may as well finish those pages today, and I'm pretty sure you would like that. Okay, come on, move on the color. Okay, and here. Okay, let me dry that, guys. In the meantime, some other idea came to my head. So I have gessoed another page and there's no gesso, and I'm gonna put, something came to my head. I'm gonna put just a white acrylic paint and I'm gonna prime the page with that. And I do wonder how this will be, because not everyone has gesso, and let's see if our white acrylic be any good or not at all, or a little or no go. This will be interesting, because maybe we can use a white acrylic if you don't own gesso, but you may have acrylics. Plenty of people have acrylics at home. This acrylic paint is a cheap acrylic paint from ordinary, what you call it, you know, the pound store kind of thing. So yes, we will test that, and this could be so interesting. I'm looking forward to that. I'm just gonna try to make, I'm trying to make the surface kind of evenish. Okay, that will do. Will it do? It will do. Oh, that's better now, that's better. And a little bit here. Emily is nearly finishing her school, so I'll be finishing recording in a few minutes, because I need to collect her. And I won't probably finish the video before that, so I'm gonna come back after she's back from school. So let's leave that for drying now. Okay, so what do we have so far? Those are nearly dry, and let's see. It depends really what effect you like. What I'll see here, that prepped page, prepped tag, packaging, it was easier to cover the packaging itself, the difficult material, because it was glossy, not the paper. Paper was easy to cover, but this is more difficult, so it didn't work really here. But then, because we have prepped the page, it's more washy effect, more what's the word, more washy, more blend-in effect, which here you can distinguish the color. But now, after looking at it, giving it second look, second thought, I actually do love this effect as well. So that gives us a really I wish you to know that there's no good or bad, wrong or better, because it really depends what you like, what rocks your boat. I will continue now and add more colors and see what will go. But really, I wish you to do not force yourself that, oh, I don't have this, I cannot do it. No, you can do it. Other materials, you can experiment and try. And not always what one artist says it's good, because he could be in wrong, I can be in wrong. You have to listen and divide it in half and take the best for yourself. Because look, this no prep tag looks beautiful. The color here, I really truly love it. And again, this one is more washy and it's delicate, and I like it too. So those two are a perfect example that it really depends what rocks your boat, what you prefer, what is closer to your heart. Will we do something else? Will we add something else? Let's do it. Let's add maybe black. I'll go and grab some black in the meantime. I have some black from Lindy's, and let's do similar thing. Let's go from the very top kind of part towards down. We see how this will be, and you see how I see. Oh, look how it soaks in straight away. Now we have clear difference. I think that you can do whatever you like, but if you're beginners, it's good to listen others. It's good to take advices and experiment, because some things could be more difficult for those who are starting. Let's see how this is gonna be. Okay. And now, the first impression, much more prefer this, less than that. For sure, 100%. But again, after drawing, it could be all different. I'll try to be equal here. And I'll try to, because the color flow here, it flow easier, it flow nicer, it flow faster, it flows just so kindly to me because it was prepped. It didn't flow here because it was not prepped. Simply as that. Let's see. I'm trying to help it and be fair and square here. So it kind of helped a little bit, but we're nearly going into the fact that the black soaks in here, and we have the dark center, which I wanted to avoid. And here we still have beautiful, you see, you can even move now. You can move now, which here we lost it completely. Nothing wants to move here, nothing. There's no movement, which here, even now, there's still some movement. I can sense it and feel it and so on. So I'm gonna dry that. Guys, now. Okay, my friends, we have those two nearly dry. Will I be in a wrong to say I love both? I really, truly love both, and I love them for different reasons. This one is more blend in. You can see the washi better, maybe because I placed washi tape differently, and for sure the effects are different because of the washi being a bit different. But I don't mind that the packaging is visible more, and I really don't mind that the color is kind of less blend, but I do adore that it's like a sky looking here blend. So my dear sweet friends, really trust your instinct, trust yourself, experiment, and don't be afraid. And if someone says black is black, check it. Maybe it's not. If someone says white is better than, I don't know, cream, check it for yourself, because everyone's perception is different. So is yours and mine and other people around you. So it's good to try it for yourself. I love them absolutely both. I'm gonna put them away now, and I will go back to the acrylic background, which is gonna be super interesting to see. I'm gonna quickly try to run down with the acrylic background and see the products. Okay, I have it, and I am gonna put on the side things to compare. And this is my acrylic base, and I will write it down white acrylic. There we go. Let's see. I'm very curious myself. I'm gonna go on with a spray first and see. Oh, I can straight away see that the color is kind of moving and disappearing. It doesn't soak into the page. Let's move like this. Can you see? It's kind of disappearing. It's nicely. You can do that. Where's my paper? What will happen if I spray it? let's see. Not this one, maybe this one. Oh, look, it's moving, not bad. That's actually not too bad, guys. That is actually not too bad. Let's move on. Let's move on to the other color spray, which was this one. No, so that's, sorry, that's this one, the turquoise. Let's see. Oops. Again, I can see that the color is kind of running away from it. It shrinks in, kind of. Let's see. Okay, it spreads in nicely. Like you see that even this, the difference, look. It was leaving this line here with no gesso, which it even works better on white acrylic than nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna spray that over and see how is that. All my fingers are dirty. But again, do you know something? I think it's not bad, but let me just say it. Oh, you can even pick it up a bit from the page. Look, you can pick up, wow, from acrylic, white acrylic. And you can move in again. I'm quite impressed. Let's go for the mica powder quickly. I'm gonna just make some room there for mica powder and see how is that for us. I like that. And let's see what will happen when we spray it. It moves the color nicely. You can feel that the page is prepped. You can easily feel that. And it doesn't leave those marks of the very first coat. So it's not bad, guys. Honestly, I'm impressed. And yeah, the important bit is my white acrylic paint is just a very cheap acrylic paint. Acrylic paints could be different. So I would suggest not to think that every single white acrylic will be like this. You can have different acrylic. Check it for yourself. This is the magical. Oh, it doesn't want to stay and paint on top of. Oh, that's interesting. Let me go back to mica powder. Look, mica powder was the coloring and staying in the, I don't know where, in the do you know when I'm not sure in English, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it did stay, the color did stay dry, which here it doesn't want to stay much. Okay, that is just a little bit of info, interesting info. So mica powders are like kind of jumping in between those little millimeter lines, which magicals don't. Now the color again, nice, very nice. You can pick up some. What will happen next? Can we move the color? We can. Where's my wipe? I'm gonna take a wipe and see. That is not too bad. That is not too bad. Guys, that is not too bad. Actually, honestly, white acrylic surprisingly good. You know, the last test we have really will be this. And let's do it. Let's finish off and do. Now I'm confused which is white gesso, which is acrylic paint. Oh, I know. This is acrylic paint because I have bits and pieces in my white gesso of the flakes and stuff. So this is it. This is it. Distress first. Go. Okay. I hope you're enjoying that with me, guys, because I do enjoy it. It's nice. It's something different. Okay. Oh, it spreads nicely. Nicely. Then, water. How is that? Lovely. Super. Super. Can we pick up from white acrylic? We can. It's a great blocker. We can pick it up, no problem. Let's go for gelatos. Gelatos. Zoom, 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 zoom. My fingers are done for today. Okay, where's my brush? I need my brush. Okay. Water. Okay. So it moves in nicely. My gelatos. It does, and I like the effect as well. It's fairly nice. It is fairly nice, guys. Okay, let's go for the pastels as we finish off our test. And before you will start writing comments, I'll just explain this. I'm sure I didn't test every possible product on the planet because I don't own it, or because, my sweet friends, I don't have that much time in hand to try 100% over the backgrounds like this. So this is only the most common things that you use or I use, and I hope this will be enough because, as I said, I may not have the products that you have, so I'm testing what I have. And again, if the video is already an hour or half an hour, 40 minutes long, some people say you love it, some people say they don't. So I'm trying to be fair and square, and I'm trying to make and please everyone. I know it's not possible, but I'm trying my best to accommodate as many of you sweethearts as I can. So that way, not everything is in this video, but maybe this will be a great idea for a continuation of making another series and do things with watercolors, with another acrylic paint, or maybe with Inca gold. As I said, I don't have enough pages, as in it would just take so much of our time, guys. Yes, basically that's my answer. Before you say you didn't choose this in product. Yes, I didn't, but next time maybe I will. And if you have any ideas, proposition of videos like this to test things for you, I will absolutely gladly do it. So please comment, please give me ideas. I'm super excited to hear from you. Let's go on and let's move on and let's finish this. Smudges nicely. I like that. Yeah, I need more fingers. It's smudged not too bad, guys. Not too bad for just simple €3 acrylic, white acrylic 500 ml paint and water. Okay. No, I can't say I like it. I really do like it. It moves the color nicely. You can work with it, work with it. You really can. Okay, again, I'll repeat myself. By looking at that, by looking at the other ones, I definitely prefer the finished look on Gessoed page. That's my personal opinion. But if you don't own Gesso, you can absolutely work in color and create and experiment with no Gessos on your pages. That's fine. It may be harder, longer, different, but it's absolutely fine, possible. And do not think that without Gesso you can't go. You can, of course you can. I'm telling you, I'm giving you the permission. Go for it and don't be afraid and don't think, oh, I know this, I know that. That's okay. We don't have everything, it's impossible. But Jesus, I'm talking like I don't know what I'm talking today. So white Gesso number 1. I do like the white acrylic. I'm sorry, I do. And I have to say I'm impressed, I'm surprised how this looks. And yes, I think, oh, white acrylic here as well. Let's go back for this one. It's different effect. Oh, I didn't do yellow, sorry. It's different effect, but it's certainly possible. I love it. I am surprised. Definitely better white acrylic than no gesso. In working wise, it's easier to work on white acrylic. So if you have no gesso but you own white acrylic, try white acrylic, because it could work as your primer. So guys, to finish at that point, oh no, we have the pages to finish at that point, so let's go and let's move to pages and let's see what can we do next with our packaging. I'm quite sure you would like to see the final look of my packaging. Me too, indeed, me too, so let's do that. Okay, I dried them now better. And an interesting observation, this is gessoed, so when you put gesso on top, it's like a coat of nearly, not like a varnish, but something that will hold things together. And this didn't have it, so look, I hope you can see, like this is more, okay, wait, can you see? Oops, can you see? Basically it lifts the bits and pieces, like a lot, like, can you see? Oh, so it's interesting because it's more unpredictable. It's interesting that it's kind of more dimensional, which this is flat. Can you see? Oh my god, I'm making no sense today. I do know you see. I know you see it. Anyway, let's finish off. I have this kind of stickery chipboards left from a kit, from last month kit in my creative scrapbook, I think. And let's see if something will be, oops, nice to put it somewhere, and if this will, oh, I like that. I think I like that. I'm not concentrating now on the page itself. I wanted you to see the difference, not the page as such, and the finished product. I will finish them because I know you love when I do it, so I will. I'm not too sure about this one, so I will do it. Oh, this is a leftover from this month kit, and I think this looks fairly nice. Why not? Okay, I like that. I do. Zoom. It's a challenging now. Finish 2 pages that have exactly the same background and make them looking different. So you're not gonna say, oh my god, she's doing the same thing all over again, what's the point? Anyway, I will do my best to make them pretty and nice, and you know. I'm not sure where to stick that. I'll leave that, just leave that. This, oh, because I don't have it next to you, so you don't see it. Let's see this, if this will go anywhere here. Interesting or not. Grow, bloom, more sunshine together. It's a nice, this one is a nice word. This could be here nicely, actually. Oh yes, I like that. You see, when I'm doing my pages, I didn't plan this at all. I certainly didn't plan those today, but why not? I love being spontaneous. And when you create your pages, you will have a feeling for them. You will either something love or not. It's the same when you're choosing your partner. You either feel it or you don't feel it. You sense it, you know. What a comparison, my lord. But it is like that, I swear. You either feel it and have feel for this, that it just works for you, or you don't. You better move on to the next person. Move on from your gadget. Like this, it doesn't go. It just doesn't go. So let's stick it back. Okay, because this one is darker, this could work maybe here. You see? Oh, yes, even like that. I'm not sticking as yet because I am checking out. This maybe, little birdie, or is it too sweet and farty? Did I say farty? No, I don't like that. But maybe... no. No, I don't want to overthink that either. Less is more, do you remember? I'll try to see. No, I do like that, so I'm gonna stick this. I do like that. You know, sometimes you don't have to... Not sometimes. In general, you don't really have to make the most... I said it to you last time, didn't I? The most... what's the time? We have 20 minutes to pick up Emily. Sometimes you don't have to do so elaborated pages and finished projects that it has to be so much and this and that. No, really, do it the way you feel it. It will come to you. Oh, what about this? Dreaming of you. Oh, this is hard to stick out, but that's nice. Do I have a brand for that? I don't. If you ask me what that is, I really don't know. I don't know. There's no name on that. There's no brand on that. So I can't remember. It was in the kit though. If any of you recognize this, you can leave a comment for others to see. Oh, I like that. Look. It just... da-da-dum. No. Yeah, well, I don't know. I have a feeling for this. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I love that. Yes. What else will match, if any? If any. No, I think this is kind of done here. What I will do is I will take my graphite pencil and I will just go over with a little bit to do some shadowing, just a little bit, not too crazy, guys, not too crazy, just a little bit, you should do shadowing before you stick the chipboards. That's my advice to you. Yeah. Now this is definitely too near, so I'm gonna blend in with water and hope for the best. Oh, look at that! It is actually super duper nice. Look. Ha ha ha! I love it. You can just smudge it with water and go around. You see, happy accidents or happy moments or experiments can lead us to some really nice things. I hope you can feel it and think same way as I do. I like that shadowy thing here. I love it, not like, I should say I really, really love it. More water. Okay, jum 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 jum. There we go. Oops. Okay, interesting looking for sure. What about a little bit here? Oh, I have this not the feeling. I do that. I use something and I'm throwing it. That's something I do. I realized recently. I think it's because I'm rushing and I think that I want to leave that product back as quick as I can, so in case something is drying here. That's me. Okay, this doesn't want to blend in that well because it doesn't. But I had this tool for blending. I don't remember where that is. But let's just not worry about that tool. I had this rubbery tool thing. Oh, see, I used the wrong brush. The brush that had pigment on, Magicals. And look how pretty. I love it. Oh my god, like, and I'm gonna do same here. Oh no. Do you know something? What an unexpected. And this is the pigment when we're testing, you see? What an unexpected situation, and how nice is this? Okay, I think for now this is kind of done. Kind of done. I'm gonna do same. Do I have any pigment left? I'm not sure. Maybe just a little bit. And I hope for the best here as well. So, instead of making dinner and lunch, I was creating today. So our food for today is gonna be some packaging food. You have to forgive me that. From time to time it's okay. I hope you mothers agree that from time to time junk food once in a while rarely is passed. It's okay for kids, especially for us moms that we have so little time in hands. So today no food was prepared, but video for you, my sweet friends, because I absolutely love making them. Am I addicted? I think I'm kind of addicted, and I love the interaction that we have, guys, and I feel that you are such a big part of my, not a day, of my life. You are part of my life, and I'm part of your life, and that's amazing. Part of your lives, like, and that's amazing, and that's very rare, and that is what I treasure, and that is what I love. I'm not asking. I'm shaking, and shaking. 15 minutes left. Shaking my... I should dry that first, or not. I'm shaking my Posca. Not Posca, Sharpie. Oh, I love it. Oh, BBB, I love that. A little touches, you know. A little touches and unexpected finished packaging. There we go. Cutesy. Cutesy for sure. So fun. I love the shadowing that we have now because of the around the flower here, especially. Look, like here. I like that, and it kind of you know, works together and matches nicely, and it's, yeah, I should dry that because I see that the Sharpie here is dissolved and losing its color and its shape. That's okay. That's okay. You know what I mean. Okay. Okay. Jum. Okay, I love it. And let's, why not? Let's do a bit of, or maybe with the white one, no. A little bit of splashes is always good. Why not? Ah, come on. Okay. Maybe black as well. Will I add and try it and chance it? A little bit of white, black. Okay, that's it. We are done here. I don't want splashes on my flower. Oh no, what did I do? Ahaha, I put my magicals on top. Dirty tissue. Thankfully I can wash it off. Yes. Okay, so this is it. This is it too, and I think this is kind of it as it is. I really do. Okay, we are done for today, for this video. My observation, it is easier to work with gessoed prepared page. It is easier to smudge it, to blend in the colors, to work with your finger, with water, to pick up the color if we don't like something. So certainly preparing your page, it's easier for the beginners, for sure. I would recommend that. Because it's good, it's nice. Then again, if you have no gesso, you can try to and substitute that with white acrylic and do your backgrounds and prepare it with white acrylic. It may work. It depends on what products you use. Whatever we tested, I was surprisingly happy. I was happy with it. It surprised me, and yes, a nice. I didn't plan to check the acrylic background, but it was a nice surprise, and I loved it, and it's good to know. Then, if you don't have materials, you just at the beginning of your journey, you start in it, absolutely don't be in a fear of preparing your things without using making your things without preparing your pages. Just do it, just experiment and work around whatever you have at home, and don't feel you obliged to get everything that I'll show or others show. I'm gonna finish at that. It was a pleasure. Oh yeah, to do just a final chat with this. I love both pages, both packaging, both tags. I love them both. My camera is stopping. I don't know. I hope it records everything. Regardless of my prepped background, I was talking so much and recorded so much that we have finished, the memory card finished. It's full, so I had to clean it and start recording again. I'm not even sure what I said before. But basically, I most definitely wanted to say thank you so much again for being here and watching my videos and being part of this fantastic time. I truly enjoyed it, and it was nice to just do something different. Maybe we do more tests. Maybe it's gonna be another series. I have started so many series that God knows when will I finish them. I'm trying, but I have so much in head. I have so many ideas. I have so many plans for different videos that I don't know. I need more time in the day, in the night. I have already at least 3-4 really fun different videos planned. Maybe I'll do them soon. I definitely will do them soon. Yes. So we did it. We finished. We compared, and I'll finish at that. I love both of those. So it's up to yourself, really, whether you will be using gessos or not, or will you be working on proper materials, proper papers or packaging. Effects could be so much different, and I'm so much looking forward to see. So I encourage you to try it, experiment, don't be afraid, let go, lose your fears, and don't look at others, don't compare yourself to others. And oh yes, if you have done any sort of projects inspired by my video, hashtag please Maremi small art, Maremi small art. That way I can click on it, you can click on it, you and everyone can click on that hashtag on Instagram and see the projects inspired and see the projects that used this hashtag, which means you will see the whole collection selection on your phone, on your device of projects that were intended to be in the same category group of hashtag Maremi small art. Someone recently was asking me, what is that hashtag about, how to find it. So basically, when you make a photo and you add it to your phone, on your to your Instagram or Facebook, and you are making some title, let's say packaging journal page inspired by, and you write it down hashtag, this lines, Emily's waiting, I'm finishing a hashtag Maremi small art, then you upload it, it's there, and when you click on that hashtag, have a look what will come up, have a look. Thanks guys so much, I love you so much, and I'm glad we could meet again. I will upload this video straight away now after packaging food. I will do some I will do some sort of pancake, I think. Yes. Yeah, some veg pancakes. So guys, till the next time, I love you. Bye, and I'll talk to you very soon. Let me know what you think about the video, and if it was helpful, inspiring, interesting. I appreciate every single comment, and till the next time, bye. Bye.